Hello all, welcome. Not so many here yet, but I'm alive and kicking. Today's video will be about flat earthers which don't believe in anything, and of course they don't believe in the conflict in Ukraine, and they have strange ideas about reality. One I will for instance, yesterday I did mention this on my community tab. It's a post from Debunk conspiracy, and he's talking about something Bob Dödel 15 degrees Nodell did say on Globebusters on Sunday, and it was that he don't believe that nuclear bombs are real. He thinks they are fake, and Taboo agrees with him. This is a topic that, for instance, Eric Dubay have made a video about long time ago. He don't either believe in nukes and that they're real. Of course, this is plain bullshit. The problem with this specific stream that he talks about, the Globebusters, if you look on Globebusters on Sunday, here on YouTube, you only have a part where he's talking about CNN making fun of flat earth and so on. And then they continue the stream on other platforms. And I see this as a problem today. We who look at those fools have to go to other platforms. And in Globebusters' case, they move everything that can be controversial to other platforms. So when they are talking about and so on, they move it to other platforms. And the same goes for this nonsense about their weapons. They move to other platforms. So today, the more hardcore flat earthers like Bob Nodell, Taboo Conspiracy, and those who have a mission to find new flat earthers and get more people into their silly cult. They use YouTube to recruit, and they move on to other platforms. Another topic that they are talking about is the ongoing war in Ukraine, and they do it in different ways. But many of them are supporting Putin. If you look at the comments and because many of the American flat earthers think Biden is an evil man. I'm not into US politics, but they think that this war have to do with Biden and the US and so on. We will come back to that later on. I want Now I'm talking so much. I missed that the several new ones. Tusk, Professor, oj, a lot of, Kenneth from Denmark, välkommen. And George, Hannes, and so on. Welcome all new ones hearing here. Okay. Before I move on this today's topics, I feel I have to explain something. I'm sure that some of you will be tired of me nagging about Ukraine and so on, having Ukrainian flags and so on. It's several reasons why I feel almost sick of this war. It makes me feel real bad, and it's several reasons. One is that I live in a country that it's outside the NATO and are threatened by the Russians. That's one component of it, but that's not all. I've been in the military in the late 80s, and I'm still in the military. As you know, I've been out on missions lately. I do something military each day, and sometimes I go out at sea. So I've been out at the Baltic Sea, and I've seen a lot of military planes, ships, and so on from different nations, and one of them is Russia. And it's another reason. So, because I feel so bad when I see children's hospitals being bombed, children killed, and so on in Ukraine. I have some experience. I'm lucky to live in a country that haven't been in a war since 1810 or something. But me personally, have seen my share, my part of this. When I was younger, I was a UN soldier in Kosovo. I've been a part of the chase of pirates in the Bay of Aden outside Northeast Africa. And I was down in Greece during the last big catastrophe with refugees. We were based with a SAR vessel on Samos, and I did see my share of death. It was a big tragedy. We were saving refugees from small bad boats. I was picking up dead small children that have drowned in the Mediterranean and so on. And this is the background to why I'm so into this and why I work so much about this crisis in Europe or this war. And that's also why I'm fundraising, why I put all my ad revenue, why I double it, why I send it to Ukraine. I will also send, I earn a lot more money because I work so much. I have overtime, and all of that extra money will go to Ukraine because I feel I have to do more. And now we have started to get refugees Sweden from Ukraine. Not so much. Poland gets insane amounts of refugees. But that's a background to why I'm so in this. Okay, let's move on to my examples of flat-earth fools that are having strange opinions about the ongoing crisis. First one will be...
Good morning, good evening, wherever you may be. CC here, Chris from New York, Westchester County. It's 3/9/22, and having a great time here. We have gas prices up to about $4.50. Let me tell you a little something about gas prices. Now that the media has a new thing to spin gas prices off on, and I can't believe they're allowed to get away with this. You know, really, these lying sacks of shit are allowed to get away with this and blame gas prices on this ridiculous thing going on. Anyway, ever since Biden got into the presidency, gas prices have been skyrocketing. Before all of this happened last week, gas prices here in New York were about $4.10, I believe. Now they creeped up another 30, 40 cents or something like that. Of course, all blamed on this conflict, shall we say. This conflict. Anyway, so...
There you had it. There were our friend CC. And poor CC have to pay more for his gasoline. At the same time, people are killed in Ukraine. Children are killed in Ukraine. This is, I want to call this a typical flat earth brain. They have big problems to analyze the world we are living in. All is a conspiracy. I hope he will start use his brain.
I'm left to live.
But
he has bioweapons labs in Ukraine and blah, blah. They probably do.
And then we have the next fool.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC here, Chris.
Oh, that's the same. Wait a moment. Soon having me problem. Wrong video.
Oh, the U.S. has bioweapons labs in Ukraine and blah, blah. They probably do. Just like Joe Biden, Justin Castro are out here calling the truckers neo-Nazis, fascists, and racists. Again, anybody that was alive and awake and paying attention before Q ever came around knows the United States, Obama and Biden installed the current Ukrainian government that is infested with open, proud, neo-Nazi, white supremacist fascists. They put them in there while they continue to call anybody fighting for freedom racist fascists. The entire thing is a cesspool of hypocrisy and lies, like we all know. So, you know it's all bullshit. Why is Putin not out there proving, showing the Ukrainian government is literally a bunch of white power, racist fascists that was installed through the Maidan protests by the Obama puppet government with help from people like Major General Paul Vallely, that once again wrote the modern day book on psychological operations with Michael Aquino, both which are affiliated with Q. Do some real digging. You can find pictures of Paul Vallely over there meeting with the Maidan protesters, the white power racist fascists. The whole thing is such a joke. I mean, I know you all know, but most people don't even know the depth of the hypocrisy and just the insanity they're spewing. Well, they call those peaceful protesters in Canada, they just stamped out and stole their money, fascists and white supremacists. as they now try to drag us into World War III to defend the quite literal, open, proud, white power, fascist, racists they put in power in Ukraine. God help us all.
Okay, there we had Mr. Braindead himself. Sorry to say that, but this is so damn stupid, and I think it's dishonest too. And this type of use of the world, many of those flurs have. I get quite depressed of this. About this with Daniel Pratt is using Putin's lies about the government in Ukraine, calling them Nazists and so on. And this is typical American flat earthers. Biden is bad, Obama is bad. And they are to blame for everything. US have no power over Ukraine. They have never had. But according to Pratt and other fools, US have all power over it. Yes, Rich 901 is Jewish. So it's a Jewish Nazist. It's so damn stupid. But I think why I choose this topic today is it's several reasons. One is that this is another side of flat Earth. I said it many times before. I don't think flat Earth is dangerous, but it's based on a belief that we are fooled by our governments and all is conspiracy. Exactly all is conspiracies. Things they can't understand is conspiracies. Things that is too advanced for those small people to understand is conspiracies. For instance, Bob L. Nuclear weapons are fake. What the hell? Why would they lie about the existence of them? And is nuclear power plants also fake? I live in a part of Sweden that was quite heavily affected of Chernobyl accident before the radioactive clouds did pass the Baltic states and in my part of Sweden we couldn't eat, hunters couldn't eat the meat for a long time. We couldn't pick mushrooms in the forests, berries in the forest for a long time because it was radioactive poisoned. But probably that was fake too, according to Bob 15 degrees per hour Nodell. I'm trying to read your comments. But back to what I was talking about. I think the development on flat Earth now is a bit dangerous. They're using flat channels on YouTube to recruit, and they are on more shady platforms and spreading their quotation marks facts about vaccine, about the war, and about a lot of topics. Because look at this big channel. They hardly produce any content at all. And Taboo, Glowbusters, and so on are pointing followers to other platforms. Glowbuster, for instance, you have to pay to see their streams at other platforms. I'm trying to read your comments here. About the Ukrainian army, and I have friends that are working as militaries that have been down in Ukraine before the war and are trained together with Canada, Sweden, trained Ukrainian militaries in how to do exercises, and we're teaching them modern warfare. And I asked just about this with right-wing fools in the Ukraine army, and according to my friend who has been down there, you have, of course, you have Nazists and right-wing or right-wingers in Ukraine, but it's not a big bunch of people. And if you look at Ukraine, they have had democratic elections, and they didn't get any big support. So many countries have those people. We have small groups in Sweden too of people who believes that the Holocaust is fake and so on, and admire Adolf and so on. And I think you have those in many Western countries. You have them in the US too. So that's, I don't think it's a valid argument. But I'm reading your comments. I think one thing with Pratt's what Tis was talking about, he was comparing the protests, the truck drivers' protests in Canada with a war. It's not on the same scale. You can have opinion about the happenings in Canada and the protests. I'm for that you have the right to demonstrate your views on things, but compare these happenings with a war where they are shooting at hospitals, killing children, using a weapon that's not legal. If you look at the international war laws, it's a big difference between them. They are not even on the same platform. Yes, Jens. Flat earthers have proven time after time that they have no sense of scale. Not where it comes to the globe, not where it comes to reality. And I think many of them thinks that the center of universe is US, if you listen to the American flurfs. Mr. Bull, hopefully we will get rid of this virus soon. I'm trying to follow your debate in the side chat. I don't normally take this debate about the ongoing pandemic and vaccines and so on. At the moment, my brain is filled up with Putin and this damn war and all those poor people suffering. What you have on the screen just now is my reality. What I will see, I will go out to see in a couple of days, and I surely will meet those. This is Russian fighters and two Russian attack plane or bombers. And I surely will meet this one again. It's a Russian warship. It's called Kaliningrad and it's based in Kaliningrad. Last time I was out, we was meeting her and several of her friends. And this ship is designed to get soldiers ashore at some country in the Baltic region. So this is the reality I live in now. And that's why I'm get so tired of that also spreading lies about the ongoing tragedy. Oh dear. Okay, I will not join you in the ongoing debate about damn disease. Okay, a shorter one. I will be back tomorrow with a video they have prepared more about Ukraine. It's a ordinary flat earth video. Sometime next week I prepared some videos because I'm not sure how I'm working next week, because I must go. I will leave tonight, go out at sea again. I don't know how long I will be out at sea. It depends. But I will be back. I will send a hello from you to the Russians I meet there, because I'm sure I will meet some ships. They are like the bullies in school. They are out flexing their muscles and try to scare us. Okay, I am almost had 35 minutes of live. Yeah, I have shown you what I prepared, and I'm off to pack my bags. Mr. Wall, yes, you have a corruption in Ukraine. It's a big difference between those countries, because Ukraine have democratic elections. They listen to the people. The elections in Russia is a charade, and in Ukraine they are working with the corruption. The corruption is they are they have a war against corruption in Ukraine, which they don't have in Russia. So you can't compare those countries on the same. Can't compare them. Ukraine had in a short time come far. They are more like a European country today than they are like Russia or Belarus. And then, okay, Mr. Ball, if you say that US did have influence in Ukraine, Sweden too, in that case. Sweden have very close connections with Ukraine. We have supported them over the years with aid, with military aid. We have trained them. We have sent weapons to them. We have helped them with the elections and so on. We help them building their democracy. So it's not just US, and the European EU have also played a part in helping Ukraine. Mr. Ball, in that case, Finland and Sweden have helped Ukraine military. We are not NATO countries. Switzerland have, for the first time, taken side in a war. So that saying that NATO is playing Ukraine, that's bullshit. That's pure bullshit. And then you go back to masks. Barry. But regarding Jens, regarding the oil prices, OPEC countries are saying that they are starting to pump more oil, and if you look at the oil prices today, it's gone down. I'm not a fan of OPEC, but I think this is a great possibility to get Russia on the knees, because if they pumping more oil in the OPEC countries, we will be more independent from Russian oil, and then Russia will build money faster, and I think that's the only way to stop this war. It's sad, but one big victim in this conflict is the ordinary Russian. Russian people is not evil in any way, but they are suffering, and they will start suffering hard economically because of Putin's damn war. Yes, of course, Europe have more effect on Ukraine. We live close to them. We have more contact with them. It's easier for us to send aid to help them. Ukrainians are fleeing mainly to the close by countries, but now they are starting to go further in Europe. In Sweden, we are getting Ukrainians, Germany get them, and so on. Of course, Europe have easier to make an impact on Ukraine and help. Yes, I agree, Mr. Ball. As I said before, flat Earth is... I think it's funny to make videos about flat Earth. I don't take it seriously. If people believes in a flat Earth, it don't bother me at all. It's no danger to anyone. I think the problem is when flat Earthers starts to spread more dangerous rules and misinformation. But I don't think flat Earth is any way, shape or form dangerous. But if you look at my videos this week, I made one about Barry, something that Flat Soil had linked to. He had made a video about when he was filming a American warship outside Santa Barbara in California, and he did film the wrong warship. And if he had looked at the app he was using, the distances, he would see that it was the wrong ship. But that's still flat earthers. Flatsoid didn't fact check. He didn't look into that video. It was about flat earth, and then you don't have to check it. All about flat earth is great proofs of a flat earth, according to other flat earthers. They never checked facts. Others, that one I made about this, I don't remember the name. The one who he did say that he have looked at the ISS live feed from NASA, and when looking at it, was a video from 2019, I think, and he had manipulated it to show that it was now. That's typical flat earthers, and it in no way dangerous. They are fools of themselves, and frankly, I think it's funny. I don't get upset all about it. I think I have a political debate board. We are far from flat Earth. Interesting. Perhaps I will make a political debate channel. Don't worry, I will not. Yes, you feel sorry for CC. And thanks to Carl. Okay, to unpack my I will agree for visiting me. It was quite unorganized stream, but for me it was good. I did get the opportunity to express my feelings. I hope you all will have a nice day. See you soon. Bye.